They say everything happens for a reason, but I suspect everything happens for a Reese's. Like this commercial break. Did you need 15 seconds away from music or 15 seconds to eat a Reese's? Perhaps it's true. Everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
That's going to be a fun matchup right there.
Yeah.
Two young, up and coming, get both of them at the top of their game right now. I'm excited for that matchup.
You know what's so funny, man? We're watching a game and JSN catches a touchdown. Howie's like, Michael, it doesn't look like he's working. And I'm like, how in the world, if you're going to cover anybody, that's the dude. How's he get open? And you know what Howie said to me? He goes, that's the same thing we said about Kelsey.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a Wondery show brought to you by XFINITY. They got that best deal ever 5-year thing. We're going to talk about it later. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey. This is my big brother, Jason Kelsey, rocking the same hoodies from the old New Heights clubhouse out of the University of Cincinnati, Cleveland Heights alum. Shout out to Cleveland Heights. Well, Cincinnati alum and Cleveland Heights alum. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S. Mentioned the Kelsey Clubhouse. That's .com if you want to check out anything Kelsey, anything New Heights. Jason, why don't you tell everyone that's listening what we have coming up?
92%ers, we got a great episode as we do every week. That's right. We're going to touch a little bit of that Championship Sunday as well as look ahead to Super Bowl 60.
Damn, Super Bowl 60.
Yeah, you know what else I like?
Tell me.
Michael Strahan is here. That's right. The one and only. We're going to talk his career, Giant Super Bowl run, and so much more.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into any of that, we're going to start with some of that new news. New news is brought to you by Sleep Number.
How about it?
Such a comfy sleep.
Every single time. Jason, do you know your sleep number?
It changes. I think right now it's a 55. If
Ooh,
I'm not mistaken.
You are a soft sleeper.
What are you? You firm?
Yeah, I'm a little firmer. I'm around the 70s. I like a good 70.
I fluctuate between 55 65.
Nice.
All right, Trav, you're officially a mattress man.
Yeah, baby. I am the mattress man. I'm selling mattresses worldwide, baby.
And there's a song that sounds like Mattress Man. What is it?
Minuteman? Minuteman?
No, I'm thinking of like, I'm the mattress man, the mattress man. There's some type of song that I'm thinking of that's got that kind of melody and rhythm to
It
it.
does. I don't know why I can't think of it either.
Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man.
That's it. The mattress man, the mattress man. How's the rest of the song go? I don't remember this one.
Free of charge, Sleep Number. That you can have that.
You can have that free of charge.
I'm not thinking of Mattress Man. There's another one where it's like,
No, you're definitely.
the one I'm thinking of is definitely based off of Muffin Man, but it's not the exact same thing.
You just did Muffin Man, though.
It's not. It's slightly different. I got to think of it.
I'm pumped, man. I've been a huge Sleep Number fan for a long, long time. They actually have teamed up with the NFL for the majority of my career. Yeah, I feel like. And
yeah.
Since 2019, and I've been a huge fan of all their products. I've been a big fan of all the Sleep Number products that I've received. I've actually handed some over to my dad and spread the wealth a little bit. Nice. And I just think it's an amazing product. It's an amazing team. I believe in the vision that they have going forward, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be a partner as well as a member of the Sleep Number family.
Good for you, Trav, because these things are the best. I love Sleep Number. It's hard going back to a regular mattress.
Like a hotel and it's so fucking
There's multiple
different.
issues with the hotels, which don't get me fucking started.
But it's like the difference night and day, obviously. But
it's the mattress. I mean, listen, you go to Four Seasons, they got a nice mattress too. But I do prefer Sleep Number beds now. But the other thing at the hotel, like, dude, you want to talk about something that grinds your gears. These fucking goddamn temperature regulators and telling me how hot or cold I can put a room at that I fucking paid for. Fuck you. That's what I got to say. Fuck you. sleeping in this goddamn room, sweating my ass off, not getting any sleep. It's fucking bullshit is what it is.
I love you.
It pisses me off so fucking bad. I'm under this fucking goddamn comforter, just fucking sweating profusely.
Won't let you go colder than what?
I don't even think it fucking does anything. Like I try to put it colder. There's no way it's that temperature in the room. It's fucking hot as shit. I'm just down to the sheet, and the sheet isn't comfortable just sleeping on that. I like a little bit more weight on top of me. Comforter's fucking not, it's useless because I'm fucking sweating so bad. I try to jimmy rig it. It doesn't even work. That's how I know these thermostats don't even work. I take the hairdryer out of the cabinet and I position it so that it's blowing right at the thermostat so that it thinks the room's 98 degrees. It still doesn't get colder in that motherfucker. These thermostats don't do fucking shit in these hotel rooms. The only way it works is if it's on a, what are those called? The only way it works is if the hotels have the, what are the ones where the unit is in the room? It's not like a centralized air system. It's like mini splits. If there's a mini split in the hotel room, perfect. It should be a law requirement that you have to have a mini split in the hotel in the room.
But this is why
I'm not running on the same AC that the hallway's on.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck that.
Anyways, back to Sleep Number.
Yeah, this is why I'm with Sleep Number. Sleep Number's thought about these situations that you find yourself in, and they have temperature controlled mattresses now, and that's why I believe in the vision.
What's your Sleep Number setup, like top to bottom? What all products you working with? What's Travis Kelce's ideal sleeping system? What are all the things you're doing to sleep? You got a fan?
No, I'm just falling asleep. Put it at 67, 66 and go to sleep.
I got the cooling system Sleep Number. I got my Sleep Number set up at, I think it's either 55 or 60. I can't remember it honestly off the top of my head. But then you ever heard of Chili Pad?
Of course.
You put that thing over top, cool that thing down. Then I got the comforter on top of that. Then I got a fan blowing wind on my face. And I am just in bliss.
Nice.
What kind of sleep position you go? Are you a side? You a back? You a stomach?
When I was younger, I used to be a stomach sleeper. I used to sleep on the stomach, but now I'm just lay on my back and just pass the fuck out.
Yeah, sleeping like Dolly Parton now. I get it. It's harder to sleep on your stomach. I fancy myself a side sleeper.
So your right side, left side, you just go back and forth all night?
Yeah, I go back and forth. My shoulders get sore, so I got to switch it up, but I like sleeping on the side. I'm predominantly sleeping on the left side, but I'll switch over to the right side to even it out. According to these pictures, I'm not quite as curled up as a fetus, and I'm not quite the yearner?
Yeah.
Somewhere in between a fetus and a yearner is where I'm sleeping.
Yeah. I
usually have
I'm more
pillow in between the legs. Pillow in between the legs.
I'm not the soldier, but I'm the starfish for sure. Like I'll go
starfish?
I'll sleep on like the outer hip and I'll still have my shoulders flat.
If I sleep like that, my mouth is dry as fuck, and it's usually because I've passed out drunk and I'm sitting in that position. Chalk drawing on the sidewalk where the guy's just dead.
I don't sleep like this either. I'll sleep like here and here. You know what I mean? Like my I'm not just like straight up.
Are you a split down the middle of the Sleep Number? Or are you a full sleep? No.
Full sleep.
It's not the best for cuddling.
I like the full mattress because I like to roll into it, roll out of it. And if I'm sitting up, we're both sitting up.
It's really good for getting actual good sleep because now Kylie likes to put her side up because especially when she's been pregnant, she really enjoys the ability to sit up top.
There you go.
And for me, when I snore, she can just raise my side and then I stop snoring magically. So there's a lot of benefits to independent top usage that we certainly enjoy.
I'm excited about this partnership with Sleep Number. Obviously, believe in the product, and I'm excited to work with them in the future and create some fun opportunities with you guys. So.
Oh, we're also gonna announce another huge announcement. New merch. That's right. We're doing a giveaway of some of our new Pro Standard sweats. I'm not gonna lie, they are incredible. I'm a big fan. I would tell you if I didn't like it.
Yeah, as you know, Jason is very open with his opinions.
I think a lot of people like the soft, fuzzy, fluffy interiors. I'm out on the soft, like fluffy, fuzzy.
I'm in on those two. I like this hoodie though.
No.
This is a good wear and tear. I like. You could go through some shit on this.
This doesn't feel synthetic at all. It feels like a natural fiber that my skin doesn't feel at all weird about. I don't like the texture of those fluffy things. And then it's like, it's just polyester and it's made of shit, but not this fucking thing. This thing feels real good. All right. Here's how to enter. Follow New Heights and Pro Standard on Instagram and comment your favorite moment from any episode so far on our giveaway post. And we're going to pick three people. Wow. Just giving these things away. All right. Pick 3 people and we're going to send you a New Heights Pro Standard kit.
I'm excited about this Pro Standard collab, man. They do it right. And it took like a few just like test runs on what they have to offer. And man, I absolutely love it, man. It's a good grade too. It's a solid grade. I like it.
The kit is going to feature New Heights merch as well as a Pro Standard NFL jacket from your favorite team. That's awesome.
Make sure you guys check out this new merch and make sure you guys enter to win the kit that features the New Heights and Pro Standard merch. And that about wraps up new news, which is brought to you by Sleep Number, my new exciting part.
All right, let's get into some bold topics brought to you by Intuit TurboTax.
I say we do it. Jason, you want to do the honors?
All righty, our guest today is a 6'5" defensive end from Texas Southern University. He is a 7-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, 2001 Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time Emmy winner, a Peabody Award winner, a Super Bowl champion, and a member of the Pro and College Football Hall of Fame.
Damn!
You know him from $100,000 Pyramid, Good Morning America, Fox NFL Sunday. He's literally been to space. He is still the record holder for the most sacks in a 16-game season. 92 minutes. Please welcome Michael Strahan.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That was the best introduction I've ever had.
Come on now.
Best introduction I've ever had. And honestly, I didn't realize I did all that shit.
That's the best part, man. When you got this many things, it's easy to forget. But, man, you've been on some incredible things, Mike.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been fun.
What's your favorite thing on that list right there? What's your most prized?
Super Bowl.
It's always good.
Yeah. It's you know what? Player of the Year, all that stuff, and Pro Bowls is great. But as you guys know, when you win a Super Bowl, it's like you can celebrate that together with the guys. Yep. And I'm still on a group chat with all the guys on the D-line. Every day, we're hitting each other up. It's either questions, memes, support each other, whatever, encourage each other, or just flat out cracking jokes on each other like we did in the locker room. So,
hey, who's the biggest character in that group chat? Every group chat has one guy that's like really.
That's just like, all right, here he goes again.
Oh man, OC. You know how OC the trip, because OC lives in London now. He does the NFL.
Lives in London?
He does the NFL broadcast. And I'm very, very proud of him because he's in London doing an NFL show. And he's won the equivalent of an Emmy in London for years ago for the show. So it's equivalent of somebody here in the U.S. winning an Emmy for cricket. We'd be like, what did that for?
Yeah.
So OC been amazing. But I've noticed every time I talk to him or I listen to him, all of a sudden he's got this deep English accent. I'm like,
oh no, you went over there and just got a look.
No, you went to Troy. You lived in Atlanta. Man.
Yeah.
Well, he's the character. All the guys, the characters in their own right.
That's great. I love that.
Listen, the D-line is notorious for being the one room in the entire building that just has one on top of another, just different lifestyles, but different dudes, and just some of the funniest guys ever, man. I don't know if you spent a lot of time with Chris Jones, but he is one of my favorite people of all time. I guarantee you he would light up that group chat like no one else, man.
But I tell you what, man, I got a chance to see Chris this season. We came to your guy when you guys played the Eagles and on the road. We were in Kansas City, and I got a chance to see Chris after the game. And I tell you what, man, I love the dude. I wish I could have played with him.
I'm telling you, man.
He's unblockable. And to knowing Spags' defense, because Spags helped me win a Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to play with Chris.
Let's get into it, man. I got to ask you, you already mentioned my guy, Coach Spags, man. He's one of my favorite guys. One, because it's so challenging. Obviously, we get to work with him throughout the year in the off seasons and in training camps and stuff like that. I get to experience what it feels like, the frustration of how much he has in that defensive playbook and everything. but he's also one of the best humans that I've ever met in my life. And off the field, on the field, he's one of the best motivators. Tell me, you got any good Spags stories that aren't out there from your days playing for him?
Well, I would tell you, Spags is one of the nicest humans. His wife, Maria, they bake cookies for the team.
Oh, yeah. I had some of the best limoncello I've ever had from the Spags household.
Insane. But the thing is, the crazy thing is, I have no bad stories on him because he's such a good guy. But I will tell you this. My last year in the league, we start out 0-2. We gave up 80 points in 2 games against the Cowboys the first week, and then I think 45. Then we gave up 35 against Green Bay the second week.
Damn.
And Spags comes into the meeting room guys, you think you're going to show up in that meeting room and you're going to just let everybody have it. You're like, oh, yeah, we're garbage. We're going to hear how garbage we are. Dude walks in and goes, hey, I want you guys to know, just trust what we're doing. Trust the defense. There's not one of you that I would trade for anybody else out there in the league. Now, I know he was lying.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I had a few guys, I'm like, Coach, I got right there. No. But he made us believe in okay, just stick with it. Believe in the system. Believe in this dude. Believe in each other. And we just turned it around, man. And all that, I contribute all that to Spags and making us feel good when we should have. Most coaches make you feel bad.
I do got to ask you, because one of the things that stands out with Spags is his blitzes, right? He can give it from every single direction, zero, zone blitz, man pressures, games, all that stuff. But I know as a defensive lineman, that's not always what y'all want to do, right? Especially when you're the great Michael Strahan, sack leader. Coach, don't have me slanting and angling. Just let me beat the crap out of this tackle right here. What did you feel like playing in that system? I'm assuming he probably called less blitzes with you on the field. Probably didn't need to bring more than 4, quite honestly.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I've always been a nice guy, man. I really am.
Yeah.
But in the days of football, I was a different nice, right?
There you go. There you go.
We all have a switch. We're nice guys. People know we're nice. But it's the switch. Like, I get out there and I'm a whole different thing.
Got to be.
After the survival. I got guys like you too. You're trying to kill me. I got to survive, right?
Yeah.
So I hated the slants and stuff wasn't my thing, but I would do whatever. But don't make me drop.
Yeah.
Even though I do have a few picks in my career, one against Washington for a touchdown. But don't make me drop. Why you dropping the best pass rushers and you got these little light in the ass dudes running in there getting rejected from the club? I mean, dudes are getting thrown out of there like,
don't come in the club with fake IDs.
Yeah, but I just didn't like dropping. I love pass rushing. You know what I love most though? I love playing the run more than I love playing the pass.
Really? That's surprising.
Absolutely.
I don't hear a lot of DNs say that. Why do you say that? Just because it was more like toughness, more like inserting your will? Like, what is it?
100%. And I felt like it was toughness. It was inserting your will. It was literally, I can take the life out of a guy. I look in your eye and I can see if you wanted to be there or not. And that was important to me. I wanted to look in your soul. I wanted to take your soul. And I was going to just go every play. I just looked at it like this. You and me, every play. I ain't going to quit. Let's see what you going to do. And when we turn on that tape tomorrow and we watching it, I will not be embarrassed in front of my teammate. I just will not.
We gotta just jump into it, man. My guy, Greg Olson, man. He told us an amazing story last week on our episode with him about his welcome to the NFL moment where they decided to run power as a rookie at Michael Strahan.
We had a home game my rookie year in 2007, and Michael Strahan is playing like I don't know if he was in a 4-point stance, but it felt like he was in like an 8-point stance. And he was playing 6 technique, right? So he was like on my head.
The worst.
But the worst. And like you go too far inside and he just caves you down. You stay on his outside shoulder and he just presses you back. And I'm like, I'm going to bring everything I got. Everything I got. I'm bringing it. Well, he like 2 gaps me. He locks me out, presses me, head in the hole. No. He takes me into the fullback, into the backside pulling guard.
Oh no.
And I was like, I ran off the field.
Swab the hole.
I guess you threw him across the line of scrimmage onto the other A gap. Do you remember this play?
I do not.
I was going to say there's no chance.
No, that was just a regular Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the play, But I did have this thing where my first coach in the league, Earl Leggett, rest in peace, Earl Leggett. He was Howie Coach's coach with the Raiders back in the day. And that's why Howie and I have always been so tight. But Earl, man, he worked us more than anybody. I couldn't survive more than 2 or 3 years in the league without him because he taught me technique that lasted my whole career. And I just couldn't rely on being athletic. But Earl had this thing. He said, if any tight end in this league blocks you, son, you should be ashamed of yourself. So anytime I saw a tight end, it was like, I'm going to literally, I got to kill you. Like, I got to murder you right now. I cannot. I got to watch the coach. And Earl would talk bad to you. Oh, he talked so bad to you. Oh, Kirk, you got to fight him. I can't go out there. I'm too old to fight for you, son. He would say some other things I cannot say on this podcast that get me in trouble.
I love some good old ball coach, man.
It literally made every tight end I lined up against made me like salivate because I knew I had to embarrass him. I couldn't be dealt with like that. But I'm glad Greg remembered it. That's what's important.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I love Greg. He's the best too, by the way.
Oh, the best. You know it.
Yeah.
That's too funny, man. I had to ask you about it. We mentioned earlier that you're the sack leader for 16 games. You made the comment, obviously congratulated Myles Garrett and gave him his flowers because that unbelievable feat that he accomplished as well, being the sack leader for 17 games. But have you heard the claim that Bubba Baker, Al Bubba Baker, actually has the sack record from his rookie season in 1978?
Okay, I dispute that.
My question is, what would Michael Strahan be doing to an offensive lineman in 1978?
Oh, man. Well, at 7 years old, I'd be getting out there getting beat up. But you know what? He might. They didn't keep the records until later, which reason I disputed is not for myself. When I was coming up, man, one thing that I loved is that guys I admired, like Bruce Smith, Reggie White, Chris Dolman, Dexter Manley, Charles Mann. Every time I got a chance to meet these guys, they took me under the wing and were really great to me, man. I couldn't believe it. But the one guy, the older of all of them, was Deacon Jones.
Deacon Jones, man.
That head slap, baby. Look out.
Exactly.
And
my ears are ringing right now. When you said his name, my ears rung. It was crazy.
Deacon swore to me he had 100 sacks in the season. I'm telling you, dude. He swore he had 100 sacks, man.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous, man.
He swore by it. He's basically like, I don't even know what the debate is. I had 100 once.
Sometimes talking to those old school football guys, man, is just the fucking best, man.
Oh, yeah. And, even Bruce Smith is one of my favorites and like my brother, man. And Bruce really took me under his wing, played a lot of golf with Bruce and just spent a lot of time with him. And Bruce orchestrated the 100 sack club. So at the Super Bowl, you get all the guys who have at least 100 sacks get together. And so Bruce gets in front of the room and Bruce goes, hey, I'm glad everybody showed up at the 100 sack club and everything else. I was going to do a 200 sack club, but I didn't want to be here by myself. It only took you 25 years. We didn't want to play that long, damn it.
Right.
That's too funny.
You're naming all these greats. I got to know, what's your Mount Rushmore of sack leaders?
Ooh.
Like Mount Rushmore of defensive linemen getting after the quarterback.
Jeez. I mean, there were interior guys and there were outside guys.
Let's say outside guys.
Outside guys, I would say Bruce Smith. I would say Reggie White. I would say Myles Garrett.
Yep.
Man.
Put yourself on if you want. Feel free.
You know what? I'll put myself, honestly, in the top 2 or 3 of all around defensive ends ever to play the game. Because I played the run as well as I played the pass. It wasn't like hit a running back if he happens to have the ball on the way to the quarterback. So I'll put myself in that realm. But as far as my whole thing is, I started football late, man. I mean, I played 1 year in high school. I lived in Germany. I wasn't playing football.
So you were in Germany all the way up until you were 18?
Yeah. 17. And so I came over and played 1 year. My dad was going to get a scholarship. And I think if you don't tell your kids what they can't do, they could do anything. And my dad acted like it was guaranteed. You're going to get a scholarship. Next thing you know, I get one scholarship, the Texas Southern University. I was like, Dad, I don't know. He's like, what don't you know? It's free. That's where you go. And then he's like, when you make it to the pros and when you do this and when you do that. So my dad was always that win, not an if guy, which was important. Like I do that with my kids, like win, never if, never give doubt. So I came to the Giants. I mean, I was at TSU, man. I was just basically relying on athletic ability, just running and working until a guy got tired and then I'd make plays. But I had no first 3 or 4 years. I didn't know the game of football. I was always behind. So I always wonder what it would have been like had I had the opportunity to like learn football at the earlier age. But I'm kind of glad I didn't because it always made me interested. Always. I'm always interested in football now. Like I watch stuff now. I'm still interested in the game. I didn't beat myself up. I feel better now than I felt when I retired. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, I got lucky. I got really lucky.
That's awesome, man. When you came over, when you were 17, 18, I believe you were with Art Strahan, right? Your uncle?
Oh, my uncle, yeah. I stayed with my uncle.
He played a little bit in the league, right? Did you learn like at least the basics and understanding, the old put your forehead right through the chin? Or
Did I? Man, I came over to stay with my uncle. I didn't know, really, I was green. If there was a color deepest green you could find, that was how green I was. My uncle would take me in the front yard because he played 7 years in the league. Oilers, Falcons, all that stuff. He would take me in the front yard, man. He would just be slapping me around. This is how you use your arm. And my uncle's like 6'7", country ass strong, big old hands, man. He just beating this teenager up in the yard. But hey, I went through it and I look back, I could laugh at it. Being at TSU, Walter Highsmith, my head coach, whose son, Alonzo Highsmith, the first round pick out of the University of Miami, back in those Jimmy Johnson days. His dad was tough. He would make us run gassers in, Texas, 100-something degrees. And the devil leaning against the goalpost, waiting for you to pass out. It's that hot. Yeah. And he would say, we're going to run until somebody turns in their scholarship. Yeah. No, give up your scholarship.
Oh.
Passing out, I would have fell out. I just said, okay. Yeah. But no, to give up your scholarship. And we thought he was joking. Man wasn't joking. This dude was a beast. But when I came to the pros, it was like, you can't kill me. I've been to hell already. Right. You guys are arguing, you don't have shoes. I wore the same pair of cleats in practice in the game every season for the whole season. Now I get new pair of shoes every week. This is crazy.
You are bringing up something. No, but this is something I've thought about where, there's so much sports science and like load managements and like stuff now where I feel like if you've never pushed yourself to the extremes, how do you really know how far you can go?
Yeah.
Right. And 100%, when I went to college, I used to think I knew what hard work was. And then a guy put me through a workout in the weight room, Jordan Roth, and I couldn't even lift my shoulders above my hands above my shoulders by the end of it. One of those workouts. And I was like, bro, what is this? I've never worked hard in my life. I thought I was working hard. I don't know what hard work was. I think that's so important for young players, or even something you got to work out as an adult too. You got to push yourself, man, right?
And the harder I found it, I pushed myself playing football, the easier the game became. The more I studied, the easier the game became. I would be the last one to get my stance because I'm just looking at formations going, I know they ain't going to run this way or they're only going to be able to do this out of that. Like you knew. And as you got older, if you really paid attention, became the student, the game slowed down and became easier. But you got to work at it. And the harder I've worked in sports, like now, everybody goes, you work so hard. You're here, you're there. I'm like, you don't understand what hard work was. When you're in training camp and you guys know 2-a-days and you got to put those wet paths that are still wet from the day before on and run into somebody who you don't want to feel like running into again and fight for the next 2 hours. You land on the ground to stretch and it still got that cold morning dew on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't think about you trying to peel yourself out of the bed. That's hard work. Talking for a living. Yeah. If I knew it was this good, I'd have done it a long time ago.
That is so good. So perfect. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, XFINITY.
XFINITY is a proud partner of Team USA for the upcoming Olympic Winter Games.
Let's go, baby. I'm pumped to watch Team USA crush it as always.
As always.
I love seeing them every time I get a chance. One of the great regrets of being a football player is you don't get to represent your country. The Olympics are incredible. So happy to see XFINITY is sponsoring this segment and the Team USA Winter Olympics group. going over to Italy.
I can't wait to see them all lock in every single sport, every single event. Did you know that Xfinity can guarantee that your internet price will stay the same for 5 years?
I did not know that. That is pretty awesome. Okay, one price for 5 whole years. Guaranteed no contracts or commitments. That's a pretty good deal, Trev.
Man, I wonder if they could help us lock in on an event or a sport specifically to maybe get to the Olympics and be on Team USA one day.
Well, if we're going winter, I tried curling recently, and I don't think we can do that.
All right.
I tried bobsledding. They said I had some potential.
We'll have to see about that. Xfinity, imagine that. Proud partner of Team USA.
Restrictions apply. Select plans only. All righty. Thank you to our sponsor, Intuit TurboTax.
Tax season is here, people. Filing just got an upgrade.
For those of you that use Credit Karma, now you can file your taxes with TurboTax right through Credit Karma app
How about it?
and get your max refund. Wow.
And when you get this year's refund, Credit Karma helps you take it further with a personalized plan showing how to make the best use of your money. It's all right there in the app.
Whether you're looking to start building savings or improve your financial knowledge, Credit Karma with TurboTax supports you through the process so you could get your refund fast and make your money go further.
This year, get every dollar you deserve. Get started now by downloading the Credit Karma app and navigating to the tax section up at the top.
Thank you to our partner, Adobe Acrobat.
Oh, the Acrobat has been reimagined for powerful collaboration and to help you create high-quality work all at one place.
Brandon, can you give us a hand here in showing the 92%ers how to use the incredible new features?
I love it when Brandon shows us things.
Please?
Less work for us, more work for Brandon.
Thanks, guys. I never mind doing more work for you. But that's right, guys. Adobe's got new features like PDF Spaces, which basically helps you pull anything from the internet that you might want, and let's just call it a podcast, into one document and figure out where it goes a lot faster. Usually when we put together the show, we have to dig through a lot of articles, game notes, box scores, highlights, screenshots of tweets, whatever Jake was mad about the Jets doing that week. It's a lot of stuff that goes into making the show. And honestly, the segment that's toughest to put together is Stamp of the Week. There's actually a lot more nominees that we never really even show you guys. We look through everything from game highlights, what's going on the internet. I watched a bunch of clips of people in Philadelphia going crazy in the snow. That was my personal Stamp of the Week. But we can drop everything into one PDF space, and this tool can take it all into one document, put it there, organize it. We can ask the AI assistant, hey, AI assistant, based on everything here, who is the strongest Stamp of the Week nominee and why? Do we end up just yelling out names to each other? Yes. But before that, we can actually have some kind of plan of attack.
Ooh,
Why, thank you, intern Brandon. You're the best intern podcast could ever ask. Faster prep and better picks so we can get more done together.
That's right. Learn more at adobe.com/do-that-with-Acrobat.
Anna.
All right. Before we touch on the more of your career, Mike, we want to talk. It's Championship Sunday. Let's talk about currently. All right. We got the Super Bowl coming up. Let's talk about Patriots defeating the Broncos. What'd you think of the game?
Oh, man. A Patriots-Broncos game. I thought the Broncos should have won the game. I won't lie. Yeah, it felt like the Broncos should have won the game. I felt like Houston should have won the game. Houston had some bad bounces that went their way on some strip fumbles and all that stuff.
If they recover a couple of them fumbles, Will Campbell, everybody wants to get on him. I'll give him a couple of sacks. He fell on those 2 fumbles and saved them.
And I know nobody tries to play bad, but C.J. Stroud just need to give him something, man. He had to give him something. And I felt bad for the kid because I like the kid. But in big moments like that is when you really need to show up. Like everyone talks about Eli Manning's record is 150, whatever it may be. But in the biggest of moments, that cat showed up. Mm-hmm. He always showed up in the biggest moments. And that is the mark of a real, that's how you get over the hump and really get yourself out there is those big moments you rise up. But against Denver, I thought that they should have kicked that field goal, gone up.
I know, early on.
Take the point.
You knew it was going to be a low scoring game. Just take it.
Yeah. But I don't get these coaches now. Because fourth down now is automatic. Go for it more than it's not. And I get analytics. But you got to feel the team. You got to feel the situation. You got to, I got to back a quarterback, and weather's awful.
I felt that naked coming from as soon as they thought about it. You know what I mean? Because I believe they called a timeout to think about it.
Yep.
I felt it from that point. I'm like, man, they're about to run a little play action boot.
Yeah, and I felt bad for Sean Payton because Sean Payton coached me back in 2000 or something like that. I loved Sean. And I talked to him the day before the game, very confident what they were doing. But in the playoffs, I felt like just take the points, man. Take the point, put pressure on New England, especially on the road, to beat you with a great defense like they have.
And their defense had been playing great up until that point, right? Like it was just like, man.
And the Patriots defense ain't bad. So you need to take the points that you can freaking get.
When you can, yeah, I hear you.
And I think Seattle game was great. I mean, that was a great game. The Rams had opportunities, awesome. That fourth down stop on the fourth and goal.
The red zone, yep.
The muff punt. That really was kind of big turning point of the game, even though the Rams came right down and answered. But I'm happy for Sam Darnold.
So happy for that dude, man.
Yeah, I played in New York. It's hard, man. And he comes in here, the 3rd overall pick, doesn't go well, gets beat down mentally, physically, and then 5 teams in 8 years, and everyone thinks he's washed. And then he goes to Minnesota, plays well last year, but then they get beat in the playoffs, and they're like, he's done. This guy can't play. Why Seattle pay him all this money? Well, now you see why.
I mean, it's been awesome to see the resurgence and see him answer the critics again. Like you're always rooting for the guys that have been down and out, and to answer that.
His ability to take that heat from everybody and still be the calm, cool, collected cat that he is, the confident guy he is in his abilities, man. I've always been a big fan of his, man. And it's cool to see him finally get it, dog. But I'm with you. I thought the Broncos had a really, really fucking good chance, even with the backup Stidham in, man. They could have gone either way for him.
But what do you feel about the Super Bowl, though? What do you two feel about the Super Bowl? Are we allowed to talk about that now, since you got to talk about it, Jason? You know, I've learned about this TV deal. You can't give all your secrets out right now. You got to hold some back.
We ain't holding back over here.
You know, I think it's obviously, you know, the Seahawks look like the favorite, right? Their defense has been so good all year round. That offense has been fantastic. Pat's offense has struggled throughout the playoffs. Now, they played some unbelievable defenses, right? They played the Chargers. They played the Houston Texans. Then they've just played the Broncos. They're going to get another test with the Seahawks, who have another amazing defense.
Yeah.
I don't know that people are giving New England's defense, including myself, enough credit. Like I thought the Broncos, I was like, I don't think the Patriots are going to move the ball on the Broncos, but I didn't really think about as much as like this New England defense, the last really 3-4 weeks is playing really good football.
Yeah.
The way they're blitzing, they're doing a good job of mixing up these max pressures and these zone drops and simulated pressures. And I just think they're doing a great job as an entire unit right now. So if I'm picking, I'm going Seattle, but I'm looking forward to a good game. What do you think?
Well, I mean, Travis, you're still playing officially, so you can't say nothing, okay?
I can't say anything. I'll say this. No. I'm at least interested in the big matchup on outside the numbers. Now, that's going to be a fun fucking matchup right there. Two young, up and coming, get both of them at the top of their game right now. I'm excited for that matchup.
You know what's so funny, man? We're watching a game, and JSN catches a touchdown. He's just catching balls, converting, doing all these things. And we're like, it doesn't even look like he's working. Howie's like, Michael, it doesn't look like he's working. So he catches that touchdown wide open. And I'm like, how in the world, if you're going to cover anybody, that's the dude. How's he get open?
Keep an eye on him.
And you know what Howie said to me? He goes, that's the same thing we said about Kelsey. I said, everybody knows he's going to get the ball. How the hell did he get open? And I think I said that to you when we were Lakers on golf tournament. And I was like, dude, I got to hell. But it's going to be, that's going to be a great matchup, man. It really is. I think Seattle had the edge. I feel like they're physically a dominant team. Leonard Williams, these guys, I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, because we all know from our win against the Patriots, one game. Football's not like the other sports. We get the best of. If you don't show up with your best at one day, it's a wrap. So I feel like Seattle, but anything can happen, of course.
Right there with you, dog.
Let me ask you this. A lot of people complained about that Broncos game this past week because of the weather. Where do you stand on snow games?
That's fun. What are you talking about?
Are you kidding me? The elements.
I knew you'd be in it.
You were a real one, man. I know it.
You know what? I was like, man, when you hit somebody, you just slide. Well, you know, it's so good. Now, if you would have asked me, how is it to be like 25 degrees and raining? That's when I'm out there looking, going, ooh, when is this over?
Cold rain is different than snow. That's a good point.
Well, I love snow. I love rain, warm rain. Probably my favorite thing of all.
Oh, interesting. I like sitting outside in the rain. I don't know why I just said that, but I do. right. Let's go. All right.
Are you like in the rain or are you covered?
No, I like being undercover.
Garage
There's something about the
open.
smell
Yeah,
of rain. Yeah,
Oh,
garage
okay. Yeah, I
open.
like that. I
Yeah.
thought you just walking out there with sitting in the rain.
I'm singing in the rain.
I'm like, it seems like it's just something that just needs a little deeper discussion in a private setting with somebody called a therapist.
That's too good, man. All right, let's throw it back to when you were in the Super Bowl, man. Did the 2007 Giants have the hardest path to the Super Bowl ever?
Ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I probably would say yeah. I mean, we were a 6 seed. We had to go to Tampa. Wasn't too worried about Tampa.
Had to go through John Gruden and the Bucks.
Then once we went to Dallas, I ain't gonna lie to you. All my stomp you out speeches, if you look chronologically, I was like, stomp them out. Dude, they're talking all kinds of crazy.
Uh-huh.
We got to Dallas. I'm like, yo, it's been a pleasure playing with you guys. But in my head, I'm like, this could be it. This could be it. 15 years, I'm done with nothing. And so because they were stacked, man. And then we go to Green Bay, and you're in Green Bay, and all your like the history. They're like brainwashing you on TV, and you're sitting in your hotel room, and it was so cold that you had a cup of warm water, and you threw it up, and it just turned into like dust.
That's crazy.
That was so cold, man. But yeah, well, I think we had the toughest road. And then we played the only team. I mean, they were undefeated, 18-0, and they had a group of all-stars. We just produced this documentary on our 2007 Super Bowl team that's coming out. And I was watching a cut the other day, and I was watching with a friend of mine, and he go, Randy Moss, Tom Brady, Brewski, Sayal, Rodney Harris. He just started naming all these guys. And I'm like, yeah, this team they were beyond
the reason they were undefeated. Yeah.
Yeah, they were beyond. So yeah, I think we had the hardest path, and thank God we won so I could retire.
Went out on top, baby.
What's the thing you remember most from the run?
When we bonded as a team, we went to London. We went to London to play the Dolphins. And, they hadn't won a game. I think they lost every game that year. And we were like, we can't be the team they beat, especially overseas. So we go to London. We end up beating the Dolphins. And I hosted, I set up a party because, I was the oldest guy there. I wanted the old guy, but I wanted to make sure I look out for the young guys. And to me, the best way, make sure we're all together. Like, not this guy over here and gone over there, especially in Europe. Half these guys never been out of wherever the heck they were born. So we had the best after party. Plaxico Burress was like, Michael, I haven't had that much fun since college. Like,
hell yeah.
Guys slam dancing. Next thing you know, shirts are off. If you would have walked in there at the wrong time, you probably would have thought it was some other kind of party because you catch them naked, basically running to each other. Y'all getting a little too hype up in here, but we had the best time. But it was just like that bonding, and we got to the point of where we just didn't want to let each other down. I think we won because we didn't want to let each other down and disappoint each other. And we just weren't ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? We're not ready for this brotherhood to end. Yeah, when Tyree caught the ball off the helmet, even before they threw the touchdown to Plaxico, I realized we were going to win the game because I'm like, there's no way you catch like that and the story doesn't have a great ending.
I hear you on that, man. It just feels like it's so right.
Did you guys think any type of way when you heard that Romo went on vacation?
Oh, no.
Was there any discussions? No.
No, I think what got us, and it's in the doc, Jerry gave the team, each player, their 2 tickets to the next game, NFC Championship game. He had already given those guys their tickets to the NFC Championship game. Like, the Giants are done.
Yeah.
So here are your tickets already. So we made sure that those tickets were invalid.
The bulletin board material for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's keep it in the Giants world. What do you think of the Harbaugh hire?
I love it. I think it brings credibility, accountability, and accountability to the team. I just love the fact that he's an established coach. I think the second he walks in the door, he's getting respect.
Immediately.
I think he has a nice young nucleus of players. Dart, I think, could be good. Just got to teach him to get the hell down and stop taking hits. Scatterboo. Scatterboo, I thought, would probably get knocked out before he got hurt in the way he got hurt. Because I'm like, dude, you can't run like this and have a long career. You got to learn to pick your battles. And then once you
can't knock out a guy like that, you know that. You can't knock a guy out like he's just unknockoutable. You get in a fight with him, you just got to leave the fight.
If he was knocked out, we would just never know.
We never know.
He's one of those dudes.
You ask him what day it is before a concussion, he doesn't know.
Exactly.
Is he concussed? No, that's how he is always. Don't worry about it.
Every day is Sunday. He says this all the time. Every day is Sunday.
But I love it that he brought a lot of energy. He and Dart brought a lot of energy, a lot of swag for these young guys. We haven't had that with the Giants. It's always been like conservative type stuff. But I love we got a good defensive nucleus, I think, and just some pieces here and there. But I love Harbaugh because of the credibility, man, the respect that he's going to demand and the accountability, because can't get away with some of that stuff. I think some of the guys were getting away with from what I've heard over there. I think he's going to make guys more accountable for their actions and make sure that they focus on playing the game of football, which is what it's all about. That's how you make your living. Focus on it.
That's right. Heck yeah. I got to ask you, this Super Bowl coming up, is there anybody in the game in the trenches that you're looking forward to watching? Who are the guys you're like, man, I love watching these guys play?
I love watching Leonard Williams. I love watching Leonard, who was with the Giants. We see like we have great players, and when we let them go, they go on to be all world.
Yeah.
I mean, Leonard.
I'll tell you this. Everybody in Philadelphia knew how good Leonard Williams was. I can tell you that, man.
I thought you were going to say Saquon. I was about to just slap.
Well, that one too. But
but Leonard is a beast of a player. So I love watching Leonard. I like watching D-line battles because, that's what those trenches is where I lived. So anytime I see a quarterback back there just bouncing up and down, no pressure, I'm pissed. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so pissed. Yeah. I'm like, dude. And when I see guys running there and just go straight into a guy and they just hold on to each other and dance, I'm pissed. Like, dude, look like you're trying to get there. You don't have to get a sack, but pressure, just making them feel your presence could be a disruptor. And there are times, man, I wake up and I'm like, one time, I ain't gonna lie to you, about 2 years ago, maybe even less. Like, man, screw this. I'm coming back, man. Before Phillip Rivers decided, I'm coming back. Come on. Man, well, body feels good and ain't really no surgeries, nothing. I'm good.
You could give him a good 4 or 5 games, huh?
Well,
just a quick 4 or 5.
I did one workout and I changed my mind. It made me realize, oh hell no, that ain't happening. I'm past that's done. Nope. Now I'll just Google me.
There you go. Yeah.
Go on YouTube. Look it up.
As an all-time great pass rusher, what would you say if somebody was going to say, like, how do you rush a passer? What's the art? What are your keys to getting after a quarterback, to beating the offensive tackle?
I always tell people pass rushing is about athletic ability and all it is, but it's like chess to me. That's why I love doing it. I was known as a bull rusher. You go back and watch me and Jon Runyan. It was like,
bro, I have seen those clips over and over again. I love it.
It's epic.
Yeah.
But I had to have strategy against him because that was the strongest. Once he put them hands on you, I might as well just stay into the next play. But I learned, and I used to do it to everybody. I know when you watch film and I self-scout, I watch myself to see. But I know guys expect me to bull rush. So you know what I do? Bull rush the shit out of you. First 3 rushes. Yeah. The first 3 rushes. Up the field, first step, second step, plant, turn, head in the chest, lock out, and don't stop your feet. Don't press and then start a run. Nope, right through you the whole way. I don't even want to sack. I just want to make you hop and get back in your quarterback's face. And then after I do that, I'll look at you and go, hey, a little bit stronger than it looks on tape, huh? Like you thought you were going to stop that. You knew it was coming and you couldn't stop it. So I hit you with that 3-4 times. I ain't worried about a sack at that point. Then big down comes up. I run up, plant, give you that same look. If you're a big dude, you don't want to get pushed back. So you squat and you lean, and then I chop you and come across the out round. Then I beat you. I make the play. And then in your head, you're like, oh, my God, push me back. He beat me to the outside. Next time I come up, I give you that fake power to outside move. Then I'll give you a power. Then I give you another fake outside and power to outside move. And then need another big play, give you the fake power to outside, make you think I'm going outside and club you come inside. But now I beat you straight over you. I beat you outside. I beat you inside. And then I look in your eye and I see you don't want no more because you don't know what's coming. That was to me the strategy and the psychology of football. But I didn't talk much unless you talk to me. Oh, and that reminds me, Greg Olsen play. I do remember that play. Olin Cruz, the center.
Oh, yeah.
He had pissed me off. He had pissed me off. I remember
what
that.
What did you cut you? He cut you on a TV or something like that?
He did something.
Yeah.
And he was talking, and I took it out on Greg. I do remember I was pissed.
You got to know who you're talking shit to, man.
Yeah, he was a great player, the Olin. Great player.
Now that we're talking a little D-line, O-line, you brought up Runyan. Cam Jordan, one of my favorites to ever go up against, man, recently just said that offensive linemen aren't athletic. What's your opinion on that take?
If they weren't athletic, I love Cam, by the way. This is not a slight.
Yeah.
He's one of the greats. He had a hell of a long career. But if they weren't that athletic, Cam would be like Deacon Jones that had 100 sacks in a year. First of all, and I wish people at home who really love the game could get a chance to come down and watch like some plays from the sideline to see how big, strong, and fast these big dudes are. And footwork. I mean, these dudes are athletes.
Jordan Mailata? You want to talk about Google somebody? Google Jordan Mailata back when he was playing rugby.
And you know what's so funny between Jordan and Lane, when we do with a lot of Eagles games, obviously, and in person, and I always look at Howie and I say, yeah, man, I wish I'd give him a run for their money. Howie looks at me, he's like, Michael. In my mind, I would give them a run for their money. But then I'm watching them abuse everybody else, but I'm different.
Right.
Well,
you were different.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. You know what's so funny? I literally laugh. I don't remember, like, I know I play football and all that stuff and the accolades, and you guys bring that stuff up. But it's so funny that it's very hard for me to even consider myself to even be like a great football player, or, you know, people go, oh, you're a legend, you know, Hall of Fame. It's like, yeah, it's kind of weird to me because I played for respect. That's all I, you know, and I guess the respect comes from those type of things. But I played when you're young, you're like, okay, I want to be respected, but I want to make some money, you know?
Yeah.
But then after a while, you realize making money is not enough to keep you playing a game that's so hard.
Yeah.
And it's great, but I wanted respect. I wanted that, and I got that, but it still feels weird to me for all that stuff. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable with it, man. It's weird.
You got the respect out of everyone, and I think that's the reason you got all. True. Yeah, they're showing you that respect by telling you you're one of the greatest to ever play, man.
Well, I appreciate that, and me saying that. And I feel like I need one of those therapy sessions when Jason's done with his. I'm up next.
It's all good.
No, listen, straight. You got to figure it out. You already know. You got it all figured out, baby. It's been fun to not only watch you dominate in the NFL, but dominate the afterlife of NFL, man. And you paved the way for a lot of us in that regard too, and gained that respect for a lot of NFL guys trying to kind of walk that path after the game's over for them, man.
Well, I appreciate it, and I got to say, Jason, you're doing a great job with it. And you know, Travis, I'm not even going to get into what you're going to do, but you're going to be great as well. You both are great with this podcast, which is incredible. And, that, you know, and the one thing that I know, and everybody tries to give everybody advice, and I'm not trying to give you advice here, but
I just realized advice from you, straight. You know that
at some point you never put on another helmet. You never put on another pair of shoulder pads. You never slide those pants on with the knee pads and the thigh pads. You never tape your wrist again. It's final. There is no big three in the NFL. You know, there is no other league. So I realized for me, after 15 years, I'd done everything. There was no way that I was going to cry at a press conference in my retirement because I knew I put everything I had into it. And as long as you know that's final, you'll never do it again, then great. That's how I looked at my career. And everything that came after is kind of happened on accident from working hard and enjoying what I'm doing and just having fun. Good things seem to happen. But yeah, man, it's, you guys are crushing it and everything that you do. I'm happy you invited me on to do this because I've been watching all these podcasts going, damn, when do I get it invited?
Come on now.
You knew you've been at the top of the list.
One more thing I got to say, though, for people out there watching, it's about character. Okay. Both of you have character. You're raised right. Okay. And Jason, every time I sing you, you've been the nicest, and your wife and everything that you've always been great. And Travis, you may not remember, and you probably do remember, but it said a lot to me. And I tell a guy, I was talking to Howie about this with you the other day, is I was at the airport and I get out the car and you coming across you got out of your car you're already in to come over and say what's up, which I didn't even know you were there. And most people sit in that car and be like, nah, man, let it go. I ain't go. But it's like little things like that show character. And I always appreciated that from both of you guys, man. And like little things like that you think nobody's really paying attention to really mean a lot to a lot of people. And, I'm always here for you guys if you guys ever need anything. And I'm not saying that like we done podcasting. Let's keep on going. I'm sorry.
No, we're gonna keep going.
I appreciate that. Means a lot. And I still got to take you out for some of that golf down there in Florida, man.
Man, you know I got you.
I remember that. I haven't forgot any of that.
Florida, Bahamas, I got you covered.
There we go. You were kind of talking on the retirement talk, and obviously I'm juggling it all right now. Did you know going in? It sounds like you kind of knew going into that 2007 season that was the last hoorah.
I kind of felt like it, but I will say, had we lost to the Patriots, I really would have strongly considered coming back. I really would have, because it's been like, man, this close, almost like I got to get it one more run. And I'm glad, trust me, I'm glad we won, because that was kind of like, okay, what else am I trying to prove? My body feels good. I've won every individual award. Now I've won the ultimate award, which is the Super Bowl with my team. So there's nothing else for me to accomplish. And I had a deal already signed with Fox, just had the deal in the drawer. Nobody knew about it. So, and so I knew I had a gig after that. And so I was able to kind of ride out to the sunset on my own terms, which is very hard because most people, they don't get to end their careers the way they want to end it. So whenever you have that opportunity, man, you're blessed. And so I realized I didn't want to stick around and be on the team and I have my heart wholeheartedly into the game and just stick around for what a paycheck. Stick around so when these young guys can go, hey, I remember when you used to be. And I'm like, shit, I'm still here. What you talking about used to be? Yeah, man, I kind of went into it with the idea that was going to be it. And I also went to it with the attitude that I don't care about a Pro Bowl. I don't care about sacks. I don't care about nothing. I just want to have fun with the guys for once.
How about it, man?
Because a lot of the other years, man, the other 14, I'm so worried about winning and obsessed with if guys are on their game. And I started saying, hey, we're all grown. You got to be on your game. I could motivate in every way I can, but guys going to have to show up on their own. And they did, thank God.
You mentioned you already had the Fox deal inked. At what point did you know you were going to go into broadcasting?
Oh, man. I started just doing stuff because it was fun.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you want to do this? And back then they had a show called Best Damn Sports Show, period.
Come on now. Come on.
Yes.
That was an incredible breeding ground to get your feet wet in television. And so I would go on it on a bye week. I would go and host a week of it. I signed a deal my last year or so where every Monday I would go sit in front of a camera and I would have to do the show every Monday, win or lose. I always showed up because, I signed up to do it. You show up regardless. But doing that show kind of gave me a vibe for broadcasting. Let me know I would like it. I did a Super Bowl for ESPN when I was still playing ABC. I did CBS. I did Fox. I did all the networks. And I didn't really know guys made a good living doing it, to be honest with you. I thought football was like, man, this is the best
opportunity I'll ever have.
That's the opportunity I ever have. And so broadcasting was never on my forefront of my life. And I'm very much like this. When I'm in something, you get everything from me. It's my primary. All the other secondary stuff, and I'll make it work, but I'm not affecting my primary gig. So broadcasting was just secondary to me. And I think I got a call from one of these network executives who asked me to go to breakfast with him. So I meet him at breakfast. And the first thing out of his mouth was, how much longer do you want to play football? I never thought about it. And that let me know, damn, they're looking at me to actually have a job. And I'm done playing, commentating. And I went to Fox out of all the networks because it was the most fun. It was the most fun. And it's like I hang out with my teammates and we laugh and we joke and we have more fun off camera more than we have on camera, which we have a ton on camera. It's more about personalities and to be honest with you, it's entertainment,
Right. For sure.
People sit in meetings all week. You want to watch a football show and feel like you're watching another meeting? Or you want to
make it fun, man.
You want to have fun with. So that's why I ended up with Fox. But I realized probably my last 2 years in the league that there was an opportunity for me outside of the game. But forget about sport. All the other stuff after that, I had no clue.
That's what's really the most eye-opening is how much you've done in TV. Like you're doing the Fox and all that. You do morning shows. You got game shows. Like, what is your what brings you the most joy that you do on television?
Football.
Still?
Nothing would ever change that. Nothing.
I love it.
And don't get me wrong. Like, I love doing the news. I love it. It's so, you know why? Because it keeps me interested in the world. Okay. It keeps me engaged with so many things that are going on and keeps me very aware of what's going on, which I think is important. And I get to talk to interesting people. I get to travel the world to do interesting stories. So that part I love.
That's awesome.
I love the game show was great. But we shoot a whole season in a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's crazy about that stuff.
Yeah.
You're rapid fire, man.
Yeah. And you, Travis knows, because I was telling Travis, I watch your show. You're great.
I dove in a little bit, man. You already know. Those shows can get crazy, man. And I got more comfortable as it went on, but that's a different world that I had fun with, and I'm sure you did too, man. But I think I'm right there with you, man. There's just something about talking about football and being around the game and given the expertise that you've gathered over the years.
It's also this, and I'm sure you would back this up, Mike, but one of the things you miss most about playing is just being around the guys. Like, nothing replaces being around football players. Nope. I don't know why it is. You miss that locker room. Like that's the thing that you miss most about the game, or at least that's what I do. Mm-hmm. And once you're back on a set talking ball, it's not even that it's kind of talking ball, but it's also just being around like-minded guys that think about the game the same way. The sense of humor is the same. And you get flashback to that, sitting at the cafeteria table, making fun of, whoever it is, or talking about, did you see what that guy did last week? And I don't know.
We're on a group chat. I don't want to show you. I don't want to show you what they already said since we ended on Sunday, but we're on a group chat, and we talk year round. Even Jimmy's still involved on it because he's part of the history of the show. And the crazy thing is, there is no age gap when we're all together. You know what I mean? Jimmy's 80-something, Terry's 70-something.
And you feel that when you're watching it. You do. You really do feel that.
There's no age gap, and we can make fun of each other and we play off each other, but we respect each other. And everybody has accomplished more in their life and in football and in sports than we ever imagined. So this is like gravy, and we're so grateful. And there's no attitude. There's no anything about any individual. We're very much about our team and about loving each other and making sure all of us are taken care of and validated and happy. And I think that's a big part of why our show works. And, the group chats and all the other stuff. And I found, like, the older guys, Terry, Jimmy, they're the least mature of all of us. Because they're at that age, man, when we be back in the green room, they be saying some stuff. You're going, dude, you can't think I didn't say that on air.
Don't say that with the mic on.
No. They grew up in a different era.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're at the end of Fox NFL Sunday.
I got to ask you talked about the Fox family. The addition of Robert Gronkowski. Gronk joined the Fox family not too long ago, man. You got to tell me what it's like working with Gronk, man.
You know what I always say, and it's kind of like Terry. People think that Terry Bradshaw is this crazy. Terry's one of the smartest people I know. I said, Terry, you've done better in your life playing the dumb guy than anybody I've ever met in my life. Terry's a brilliantly smart guy in the businesses, the horse business, all these other things that he does. And I feel the same about Gronk. Gronk is an incredibly, first of all, he's probably the sweetest human being on the planet. The dude is like one of the nicest human beings. And one thing I realized from my experience of coming into Fox after they've been on the air for 20 years or whatever, 18, 19 years, without having anybody else come in, and here I show up, it's intimidating. Because you're looking at guys that you watched since you were a kid and you admired, who are now you're sitting next to them. But it's tough fitting in. And Gronk has done an incredible job of fitting in, first of all. And secondly, I think that Gronk has done a great job of finding his lane, because that's the hard part. When you got personalities who are established, what's your lane? This is my lane, that's your lane. But he's getting more, and I love he get more comfortable because he's still not quite comfortable. And I don't blame him. Yeah. But he getting more comfortable. And I always tell him sometimes, dude, don't wait for us to wait for the jump in. You got something to say, just jump in. We're like very casual, and guys will shut up and let you have your take. No one's worried about you getting more words than the next guy. We don't do word count here. It's like, we just want you to be comfortable and happy because you're helping the show. And Gronk,
That's
I love
awesome,
him.
man.
We flew back to New York together and on Monday, yesterday. Just a salt of the earth human being, man. I love working with him.
That was Bold Topics brought to you by Intuit TurboTax.
Thank you to our sponsor, Allstate.
Checking Allstate first could save you hundreds on car insurance. That's smart.
That's right. Not checking your tee time before heading to the golf course, not smart.
No, that's not. You'll never hear the end of it from your friends if you're that guy that has to be carted out to join your group for the second hole.
Ooh, that's the worst. Missing the first hole,
Yeah.
2 off the tee. You don't get 2 off the tee in the second hole. Yeah, checking first is smart. So checking Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds, really smart. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company, affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois. Thank you to our partner, Claude.
Ever notice how quickly people want answers these days?
Yeah,
Right.
it's all shortcuts, I guess, huh?
Mhm.
But the best solutions don't come from taking the easy way out.
No. While other AI gives you fast answers and keeps you scrolling, Claude's built for the people who want to work through the complexity.
Yeah, like tackling the hard problems and the why behind the answers they're searching for.
Man, I tell you, this is right up my alley. It's for the people who are up at 2 a.m. because they can't stop thinking about something until they solve it. Not just checking a box and going about to their day, you know?
That's right. Well, whether it's building something with purpose, diving deep on a complex decision, or feeding genuine curiosity about understanding something, Claude's built to expand your thinking, not rush you past it.
Breakthroughs versus shortcuts. That actually makes sense.
Check out claude.ai/New Heights for problem solvers who keep thinking. Thank you to our partner, Liquid IV.
As two guys that have been there, we know that hydration is crucial when you're getting ready for the big game.
And Liquid IV is here to make hydrating so much easier with their sugar-free hydration multiplier.
Just one stick and 16 ounces of water, people. That hydrates you better than water alone. It's clinically tested. Nutrients turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration.
And there's tons of flavors to choose from, like strawberry watermelon, lemon lime, raspberry lemonade, and there's other ones too.
Yeah, there is. No matter what you choose, it'll hit the spot.
So get your favorite flavor now at liquidiv.com and use code New Heights at checkout for 20% off your first order.
And don't be scared to go big. Orders over $90 get a free limited edition Liquid IV tailgate kit while supplies last.
Yeah, baby. Tear, pour, live more. Head to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code New Heights at checkout.
All right, Stray, before we get you out of here, we always end our conversations with a little segment called We Gotta Ask, but you don't have to answer. You can just tell us to fuck off. But We Gotta Ask is brought to you by Allstate.
Oh boy.
You do not have to answer.
Yeah, you can tell us to fuck off.
I'll be honest with you, kind of hard not to answer though. I kind of like skating on the edge, man.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
We'll talk about skating on the edge of the atmosphere. What was it like going to space?
Amazing, dude. Crazy thing was the whole thing was like 12 minutes. Boop, boop. Felt like hours.
What?
Really?
To be in the light and you're looking up at space, looking at the darkness up there, and then the rocket starts taking off. And it's not like Apollo 13 movie with Tom Hanks. It's kind of, it's just gradual. It's like a gradual push. And you're looking at your little screen, because each seat has a little screen, tells you the altitude, the speed. You're like, oh, 40,000 feet. I've been in a plane. Then you're looking down, then you look back, it's like you're 200,000 feet, and you're 2,000 miles per hour, something crazy. And you're going,
goodness.
Oh my God, this is real. And the design of the ship is amazing. When it goes up, it's designed to twist. So you don't have to turn your head. Just look out your own window and you get to see the full 360. Because there's an emergency booster in the middle. So you got to keep your head back, because something happens and that shoots you off. That shoots you off at 9 Gs.
Oh
when you're going up, there's like 3.5. Yeah. Like your Top Gun or something. But the gradual push up is like 3.5 Gs, I want to say. Coming down is like 5 Gs. But when you get up there and they release the main rocket from the capsule and they go poof, and then you realize, oh my God, my arms are floating. And then the lights go off. You can undo your belt. Put your belt up, and you push as hard as your two fingers, like holding a cell phone, like that kind of pressure. And then I'm doing flips, man. My big ass has never done a flip. I haven't done a flip since I was a kid. And I'm doing like flips. We had little mini footballs, and you do like that, and it just goes. It doesn't, none of it. It's just, and blowing in one space and doing like the cartoons where you're flapping, does nothing. You'll just sit in one spot. And then, it's just amazing to float around. You're looking back at Earth, and it's like you're watching when you leave your Apple TV on too long. And it was literally one of the best parts, which sounds kind of creepy, is that you have to come to terms with death.
Oh, wow.
And by that, I mean, before you take off, you become so relaxed and free.
Yeah.
Best way to put it. You just come free. If it's God's will, this is what it is. This is how I go. And believe me, though, I was happy to come back. But, but everybody on the ground was crying. And except for my mom was like, your dad did worse. He was jumping out of planes all the time. He was a paratrooper. I'm like, well, damn, Mom, you know what? Come on. But everybody else was crying, but all of us on there were just so happy, man, so filled with joy.
That's amazing.
And it was one of the best things I've ever done in my life, without a doubt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That's what I wanted to hear, baby.
And that was a long explanation, but I
loved every second of it, man. I'm so in.
I tell you, you would love it. They do an incredible job from start to finish. And I would highly recommend it. If you get the opportunity to do it, I would jump on it in a heartbeat. It's life-changing in a lot of ways. Makes you realize how insignificant you are in the world. But it also makes you realize how important you are to the people that matter the most to you, because I'm on there thinking about my family, and like, I'm not ready to leave them, and they're not ready for me to leave either. Like, it really puts a lot of things in perspective.
That is beautiful, man.
You've done so much, Mike. What's next? What is the next thing for Michael Strahan?
Retirement.
Like full, just all around work.
Man, I ain't done everything.
There's no way.
You know what? Yeah, there is the way at some point. Some point, man. You know what it is? I love Fox. I absolutely love that. But I just want to. You work so much, and then I want to go here, I want to go there, and I can't do a lot of things because I got these commitments and schedule stuff. And I think at some point I have to look at time lived and time left.
I got you.
You know,
I hear
and
you.
You guys are young, man. Y'all enjoy. You got more time ahead of you than behind you. I got more time behind me than ahead of me. So I'm starting to look more in that vein of life, and I'm not just going to completely disappear. But another thing is, I love business, and I got a lot of other businesses that I do, and and those things interest me like football did, because I had to learn them, like I had to learn football later, and I love doing those things, and I think I could get a lot of validation or out of just not feeling completely retired and doing nothing, but that gives me enough. And on top of that, I do Fox until they throw me off of Fox. Man, I don't want to be 80 years old on Fox, but I'll stick around a little bit longer.
You got some fun stuff coming up on with Smack Entertainment, right? You guys got some docuseries coming out, right?
Yeah, we got a docuseries coming out, Coach Vic. And this is the second one we did with Mike. Because Mike, we did the evolution of the black quarterback with Vic.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was awesome.
And which Andy Reid, your coach, played a big part in that doc, because think about the quarterbacks, McNabb, Vic, all these guys that he really brought in and gave a chance when other people probably wouldn't have. So he's been very instrumental in that. So documentary, that, and now we have Coach Vic and his foray into coaching at Norfolk State.
That's
Norfolk State, baby.
Him and Deshaun Jackson going at it right there. Two former Eagle greats.
I came down for GMA, and I was at the stadium, and we had both of them there because they were doing the game there and at the link. And I'm like, I felt out of place in Philly, man. All that Eagle stuff. I'm like, we could have done this at a neutral site. Don't bring me over here to interview these guys at this place. But right. So we got Coach Vic coming up. We have a movie coming out too. I'm going to screen it after we get done here. And that one is about John Madden. We did the documentary on the Madden video game.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then we did Bill Belichick on the Madden Cruiser for the Super Bowl in New Orleans. We produced that. And now we're doing the Madden movie with David O. Russell directing. Christian Bale plays Al Davis. Nicolas Cage plays John Madden. And so that I'm going to screen now because that's coming out.
Man, I can't fucking wait, man.
That's going to be good.
That
man.
looks awesome, man. That looks so fucking awesome.
It's going to be incredible.
And obviously, John Madden he's one of the biggest personalities that I like. He was the world when I was growing up. And I can only imagine what it was to actually be in a room with him and to enjoy wwho he was as a person, man.
But those pregame meetings. I mean, imagine doing those pregame meetings and you're meeting with John Madden.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then you're at the stadium and that bus is sitting there and you're like, oh my God, John Madden Field. That was more pressure than freaking Jon Runyan.
I got to ask you, you brought up John a couple times. I do got to ask you this. I see the highlights and I see a lot of Michael Strahan highlights. I know you've always given John his credit as being tough, physical, but what was it really like? What was it like for Michael Strahan going up against Jon Runyan?
Tough. Easier when he first got there because he was in Tennessee. And then when they brought him to Philly, the whole thing was, we brought him to Philly to stop Strahan, which pissed me off. So I studied Jon Runyan more than I probably studied anybody. Yeah. I could tell what he was going to do before he can do it. I could tell he was going to fart before he farted. That's how much, that's how much I knew that cat, right? But I will say, as we played each other more and more over the years, the tougher it got, the more savvy he got. He and Eric Williams with the Dallas Cowboys was my number one toughest guy. Jon Runyan and Leon Searcy, who was the offensive tackle, played in Pittsburgh and then in Jacksonville, where they were 2A and 2B. And so freaking strong and tough and smart. And I love John because John made me a better player. Those three I named made me a better player because playing against them made everybody else seem easy. And even at my Hall of Fame induction, John came, which meant the world to me. And I had to give him a shout out. So I said, Jon Runyan, 6'7", 350 pounds, whatever, of twisted steel and no sex appeal. So I thought I was going to give him a compliment. Hell no.
Yeah. Could you have ever called out that he was going to be the VP of rules and policy and dishing out fines for guys that are giving late hit and cheap shots?
It's kind of like, what's that, Catch Me If You Can character?
That's exactly what it is.
Hired a guy who does the crime so that you know who to catch doing the crime. And John, man, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how are you finding anybody? We should go and retroactively fine your ass for what you were doing.
Oh man, that's so fucking good. All right, man, we gotta wrap and get you out of here, big dog. We appreciate the time, but we always end these interviews or these talks with a welcome to the NFL moment, man. What was your welcome to the NFL moment, Stray?
Oh man, I've had. Well, one was I was actually playing in the game. The other one, I was just actually a rookie at the game. As a rookie at the game, we were playing the 49ers in the playoffs in San Fran. And I just remember being there, and I'm coming from Texas Southern, man. I'm watching Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Ricky Waters, all these guys. And I'm like, can I have your autograph? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted an autograph. I didn't know Jerry Rice coming out there running like a damn stallion. And that was the most amazing thing. But my welcome to the NFL moment was playing the Cowboys, playing against Eric Williams. And we're out there and we're fighting, man. We're battling. And I'm like, you know what, mother? You wait till next time. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And he looked at me and he said, let me tell you something, young fella. That may happen in the future. But right now, you just take this whipping like a grown. You take this ass whipping like a man. You just take this ass whipping like a man.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, okay. And he was right. Sometimes you gotta take that ass whipping like a man. And that was my welcome to the NFL. There's some bad boys out here. You're not always king of the jungle.
I love that. That is so good. Gold. That's similar to mine. I've told this. We probably won't even put it in the episode, but I got to tell you this after that. I got Jay Ratliff with the Cowboys. And it was my first time playing like a head up nose. We're 5-0 and everything. So it's me and him one-on-one. And he was whooping my ass. Like I could not block him. He didn't have a sack. I get a holding call later in the game, and I didn't think it was a good call. I start yelling at the ref, and I look back at Jay. I'm like, man, you know that's some bullshit. He's like, son, I've been whooping your ass all day. I just figure I deserve one of them. You know what? I ain't got nothing to say.
Yo.
You're right.
But we all have that one guy, man.
Yeah.
We all got that one guy, and we all had those moments. But hey, if you didn't have those kind of moments, you didn't play football.
Seriously.
Who was yours? What was
Man,
your moment?
I had about 5 of them. I had a guy. I had one of those guys on every team. Actually, it was just about the one I saw twice a year was Von Miller though. Von and those when they were on those Super Bowl runs with Peyton, man. Von was he was a beast and he was mean, man. I've learned to know Von, and Von is he's a great guy. Like just a A1 human being. Yeah. But man, when he in between those whistles, he was trying to embarrass you.
I tell you what, man, I was in the Bahamas and Vaughn came over to hang out. I'd never seen somebody with legs that big.
Oh yeah, he's an animal now.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that.
I didn't
either. More
now.
Splendor.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I should be commenting on other man's ass and legs, but I was like, damn, if I was built like that, you know what I'm saying?
he's producing some torque.
Yeah, he's producing some torque, man. With that being said, though, before we go, I gotta give a shout out to my guy Myles Garrett, though.
Absolutely.
Incredible season, unstoppable, unblockable player, man. I've never, usually a guy has like one move or something like that in the counter. There's nothing he doesn't have. And it's like you watch him and going, how could a guy that big be that fast and lean that low? How could a guy be that big and that strong and run somebody over? How does he open at the hips and come inside?
He's such a savvy ball player too, man. He knows what's coming.
But yeah, congrats to Myles, man. Incredible season. I'm so happy for him. And he really is a good dude, man. I've had a chance to have lunch and spend some time with him and hit him up and talk to him before and after that. And I always try to encourage him because, as you guys know, we play and pretty soon we're just another guy who played in the league in so many ways. And it's time for the next generation. And you just got to encourage them because I always had guys that encourage me. And I hate to see when old guys, we tear down these young players. Game's different. Pay is different. All these things are different. That's part of the game. I remember making $3 million a year and I was the highest paid defensive end in the league. And that was a big deal because I was making as much as or more than Bruce Smith and Reggie and all those guys. And then I ended up jumping up like $8 million a year. And that was unheard of. Now, 5 times that would probably be the going rate, but you can't think back because back then, like that was doing well in those times. So I always want to encourage these young guys. And I always want to encourage these older guys to encourage these young guys, man. Don't just look at them as if you didn't play in my era, you couldn't play. Okay, fine. They weren't born. What can you do? Blame the parents.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, we can go ahead and leave it right there. That was beautifully said, big dog. And I can't thank you enough for the wisdom, just you being you, your personality.
Seriously,
I'm telling you, man, what you've been to just me as a player and always reaching out and being kind, man. I can't thank you enough for being you, big dog.
Well, I appreciate you both for having me, man. And really, in all sincerity, I think you two are the best. So keep on doing it. And I love the brotherly love, and I love the fact that you guys are just who you are. And you're being yourself, and that's the magic of the Kelsey brothers, man.
Come on now, thank you, big dog.
I appreciate it, Mike. You're the best, brother.
All right, fellas.
Baby. Straight, you're the best, man. Appreciate the time, dog. Once again, that was We Gotta Ask, brought to you by Allstate.
All right, let's wrap up this episode with some stamps of the week. Stamp of the week is brought to you by Adobe Acrobat.
Anna.
Jets fans finally have a quarterback sort of in the Super Bowl. Look at this. Jake Chatsky. I hope the Patriots get fucking shit rocked in the Super Bowl. What's with the disdain, Jake?
That's an hilarious tweet, though.
I'm fully biased. I fucking hate the Patriots. They've ruined the majority of my football watching life.
You're putting the Patriots at fault for the Jets being an awful organization?
As a Jets fan, I don't like the Patriots. Jason, you don't like the Cowboys.
I understand how fandom works.
Right.
I'm just saying, don't blame the Patriots for your guys' practice of what football has been played.
Well, yes, I agree. Fine. Those are separate issues. But when one of the teams that is like my bitter rival has 6 Super Bowls and all this success, and then I have to hear about Patriots fans like going through a hard time in their rebuild of 4 fucking years and 2 quarterbacks, and that's it.
Quick rebuild.
It's bullshit. And so I hope that they get fucking shit in the Super Bowl. To me it is. Like I
don't think it's bullshit. I think they went out and got a great head coach, and then they found a great quarterback. I don't think it's bullshit.
That's it. Well, it's just I can never have nice things. The Jets just keep fucking up, and like if
you can have nice things. You can just turn in that Jets green for some Patriots gear, and you can have nice
you're
things.
Gonna make me puke. No, I would not. That's not
so
like
that's going to make you puke more than your experience with the Jets over the past however many years.
I'm a loyal guy. I will be loyal to the Jets until the day that they finally kill me, which is probably how I'll end up dying. But I will not turn my back on the team, even though they keep making dumb decision after dumb decision. And if the Patriots weren't smart enough, they'd probably have Gerard Mayo and we'd have Mike Vrabel. So like that makes it even worse, is that I have to watch Mike Vrabel, who was in all likelihood probably going to be the Jets coach last year, go do this with the Patriots. It's a nightmare of errors. We should have had Sam Darnold. He should still be our quarterback, but no, he had to like go to 5 different teams before he could go to a Super Bowl. And now I just have to root for Sam Darnold to avenge his ghosts and let me have like a slight win in the fact that Patriots fans will not be happy.
How many great Jets players are playing in the Super Bowl? You got Sam Darnold, another one people don't want to talk about, Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams is a standout with the Jets.
Yep.
Who else is there? There's got to be some other names that I'm not even thinking about that are playing in the Super Bowl that were Jets.
I lost to Leonard Williams in the Jets, yeah.
I can't think of many off the top of my head, but
all I'm saying is it doesn't sound like you can blame the players or the Patriots.
I don't want good things to happen to that franchise. In particular, like the people who root for that franchise are like people who have been tormenting me personally for 30 years. And those people don't change. You know what I mean? Like the Patriots fans who are rooting for Tom Brady and being like, ha, 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 fuck the Jets. They're the same people who get to enjoy Drake May now. So I understand it's like a different team, but I will not be happy for them.
All right. That's understandable. Who are you rooting for, Trev?
I fucking love a good Mike Vrabel story, man. I love Vrabes. He's always been the fucking best, man. He just felt like he would have been an awesome coach to play for. But I do love the Sam Darnold story. I got a lot of guys over in Seattle that I admire.
It's a tough one. There's a good storyline on both of them.
Cincinnati Bearcats got Kobe Bryant over there playing DB. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for AJ Barner, another Cleveland kid. Both of those guys out of Cleveland. So I don't know. Sam Darnold is I like that story right now. And to see him flourish would be pretty damn cool to see him go from where he's been to winning a Super Bowl.
I like Sam Darnold. I love the Seahawks defense. I like the way they play. There's just a certain amount of respect that you have. Kenneth Walker, the way he was running this last game, oh my gosh.
He's a beast.
But then there is, I like Drake May. I like the rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
I
there's
like
nothing
Vrabes.
to not like about the Patriots. It's just the story.
The
over
defense,
Seattle.
I don't know, man. I like that defense over there in New England. I like Milton Williams, my former teammate. Mac Hollins, my former teammate. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I can't wait to watch it.
Mac Holland is like Anderson Varejao.
He is, which I was a big Anderson Varejao fan.
Who was it? If you were a Cavs fan.
I think teams overthink the third receiver sometimes. I think Mac Hollins
he's been amazing everywhere he's been. He really has.
That's what I'm saying. They all, I feel like they're always trying to get like this shifty like route runner. And it's like, dude, it's so much better.
Get the guy that just plays ball, man.
Dude, get into 11 personnel and have a guy that can do all these things that you can do out of 12 if you want to play nickel. And I don't know, man. I just think and then he's also like a mismatch height-wise and size-wise for a lot of the safeties trying to guard him. Like, anyways, all right, let's get back on track. Stamp of the week. I'm
going to go our old Cincinnati GA. Yeah, Jesse Minter. Obviously, his father is a well-renowned coach in the college and NFL, and Minter has been unbelievable since he's been with the Chargers, really since he's been at Michigan under Harbaugh, but now is the new head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Has some big shoes to fill over there in Baltimore, but happy as hell for you, Coach Minner, and good luck in the AFC next year, brother.
That's a great one, Trav. I love that one. I'm going to go. I mean, we just talked about hating the Cowboys and Jets Jake hating the Patriots. I'm going to go with former Cowboy DeMarcus Lawrence.
This is a great quote, man.
Dude, he called this back then. And I when he said it, I was like, this is a bit much. But goddamn, I got to give him credit now. DeMarcus Lawrence said back in March when he signed in Seattle and left Dallas Cowboys, where he had been his whole career.
Yep.
He said, Dallas is my home, but I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. And DeMarcus Lawrence is now going to the Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks.
God damn it.
And it's aged very well. He also got into a back and forth with Micah Parsons over this, where Parsons was kind of calling him out on his podcast or whatever platform that was, and D-Law shot some words back at him.
And now neither are in Dallas.
But yeah, there's one common denominator. But either way, DeMarcus Lawrence is, this is aged very well. It'll age even better if they end up pulling a win off against the Patriots. And maybe I should wait on this. Should I wait until after the Super Bowl to make this the stamp of the week? Is it not good enough until he's won the Super Bowl?
Nah, you gotta cash. Yeah, you gotta cash in on that when you can.
D-Law, just the fact that you called this and you're in it is enough for me.
And that wraps up Stamp of the Week, brought to you by Adobe Acrobat.
And that wraps up another episode of New Heights. Thank you to Michael Strahan. No doubt. We've also got some more New Heights coming this Friday with a Super Bowl edition of Heights Hotline that you're not going to want to miss. So make sure you subscribe to the New Heights channel on YouTube and follow New Heights on the Wondery App or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to new episodes of New Heights ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus on the Wondery App or on Apple Podcasts.
Once again, New Heights, a Wonder Show brought to you by XFINITY. Make sure you follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S. Thanks to the New Heights production team for always making us look amazing and making our job so much easier. And we really appreciate what you guys do. And to all of you 92%ers, you guys should appreciate them too, because we appreciate you. You guys should appreciate them. And we love you guys. We'll see you guys. Sounds like Friday.
TikTok was trying to ban me, Trav. Only 3 ticks in there trying to talk me.
What'd you post?
I think it was because I had TikTok in my username. My username was at Jason Kelsey hates TikTok.
And they were like, we can't have that on the platform.
It didn't really give me a lot of good answers. And then when we reached out, it was like, you can't have TikTok in your name. So then I thought about doing like Jason Kelsey hates this app. And I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. Let's just make it Jason Kelsey. So.
That's why Jake's best in the biz. He said, just use your name. I'm getting banned like tomorrow.
What'd you post?
I sometimes leave comments, and sometimes those comments aren't what people would call helpful.
Give us a mundane one that isn't going to get you in trouble.
If it's a front-facing video and you're in your car recording it, I know I'm in for a bad time. The second you get this and it's like, all right, guys, let's talk. I'm like, I'm already furious. If the car is moving and you're talking into your camera, furious.
I'm not a big selfie taker, but my TikTok right now, I have 2 that open up on my face, and I think they're funny. So I got to break that trend.
You'll be fine. It's ironic when you do it. It's funny when you do it. When people are genuinely want to see their own face is when I get disgusted.
Why are you this self-confident?
What is wrong with you? You shouldn't feel this good about yourself.
All right, I'm going to yell into this camera. Let's do this.